The Rugby Championship is here and Springboks open their campaign versus the Wallabies in Brisbane at Suncorp. Doesn't get bigger, better, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't get better than that. This is my predicted Springboks starting 15 with the bomb squad, all packaged up nicely for you. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. This isn't the starting side. This is my predicted side. So, as always, love the comments. Let me know what you guys think. While you're there, hit that subscribe. And let's get straight into it, man. So, a few question marks over players fitness-wise. Guys have still been included in the squad. So, like someone like Malcolm Marx, where you're not really too sure on his fitness level at the moment. He got a nasty injury in the Ireland game. But he has been included in the squad. So, I'm just going to go with that he is fit. So, keep that in mind. And let's read this team out. So here's my predicted, or Springboks predicted starting 15 for the opening game of the Rugby Championship versus the Wallabies. We got Ox, Nche, Bongi Mbonambi and Frans Malherbe, front row. Eben Etzemeth and Salman Murat in the locks. Back row of Siya Kolisi, Pieter-Steph du Toit and Elrich Lowe. 9 and 10 of Grant Williams and Handré Pollard. Damien de Allende and Jesse Creel in the centres, and back three of Kirtley Arendse, Cheslin Colby and Willie Leroux. Bomb squad, Malcolm Marx, Vincent Koch, Thomas du Toit, RG Snyman, Ben Jason Dixon, Kwagga Smith, Kobus Reinach and Sasha Feinberg Ngumuzulu. That's a squad. That is a squad. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Who would you have in there? Who wouldn't you? Who am I missing? Let me know. Let's get into the reasons why. All right, so front row. Obviously, I've gone, Ox, Bongi, and Frans Malherbe. So I've gone with Bongi. He gets the jump over Marx just because of that injury. Like, I'm not too sure. Again, I'm not too sure how fit Malcolm Marx is. So if he's not fit, he's just been included that he will be fit in game 2. Then I would put someone like Jan Hendrik Wessels in there on the bench, but Bongi gets the start for me. And if Marx is ready to go, I still think he fires off the bench, man, and he'll want to ease back into it coming off that little niggle. Ox and Frans pick themselves. They're the strongest front row that we've got at the moment fit. I think Kitsoff is a few games out and he'll be back ready to go. But Frans and Ox just strong, just love Skaram. So they get the pick there. My locks, Eben Etzemeth, Salman Murat. Mostert out injured. Murat comes in to join Etzebeth there. You could maybe see RG Snyman starting with Etzebeth. I just think what RG brings on in that last 50 minutes with he's so dynamic, man. He's so big and rangy. He gets through half tackles. He's always got a little offload. So when the opposition are a bit tired, for someone like him, his size, ball playing ability, skill, with that regard, with the offload, strong running, good lineouts. He brings such an impact off the bench there. So I don't know if he'll have that same amount of impact if he starts the game. So that's why I'll go with Murat to start. But yeah, and I'm also not too sure I haven't really seen yet what Rassie sees in Murat. Yes, leadership, that's one thing. But physically, I think he can get caught out a little sometimes. His engine, not necessarily the best. But we'll see. I think he'll get the jump. He'll get the first start with Eben Etzebeth. And Eben picks himself, man. The enforcer, strong in the line-out, strong with ball carries. And he's just been doing it forever. So he gets to jump there. Again, I'm not too sure who his locking partner will be, but I'll go with Murat to start with. Back row, Siya Kolisi, Pieter-Steph du Toit, and Elrich Lowe. So Siya and Pieter-Steph, they kind of pick themselves. Siya, captain, leader of South Africa, of the Springboks, of rugby as a whole. And his form speaks for itself. He's been really in good form lately. Pieter-Steph du Toit, oh man, any team, he's your first player put down. I don't even have to say why. So with Elrich Lowe, I think he's at the moment in the squad, our only out-and-out number 8. He's the only one that's in the Jasper Wiese is not ready yet. I would still like Cameron Honeycomb to be included in the squad, but I think he's still a little niggle injury in the Bulls setup. But Ulrich Lowe, the out-and-out, only 8 in the squad, and strong ball carrier. Strong. Loves the tough stuff. Your good, proper mold of a number 8. Physical, tough, hard-nosed. Loves the physical stuff. Loves getting in people's faces. Good line-out option. And just tough, bro. Tough. And that's what you want at number 8. I think Kwagga, the experiment with Kwagga playing at 8 didn't really work. I don't think Kwagga is an 8, so it's not a knock on him. Kwagga is a fantastic player, but he's not an 8. He's a flanker that comes on to disrupt the ball, comes on when people are tired. And even he could start on the side because he's so fit, strong, makes a ton of tackles, gets through a ton of work rate. Through a ton of work. His work rate is through the roof, and he'll be really good off the bench again, I think. So I'm going with Ulrich Lowe at 8. 9 and 10, so Grant Williams, Andre Pollard, Faf injured. That's why Williams will get the step up there. I think even if Faf was fit, they could have possibly gone with Williams to start. I think Williams is in front of Kobus Reinach in that regard. They're both really fast, but so fast. His service is crisp as well. And really deserves his spot there. Pollard gets a start, but Mr. Mgumuzulu is knocking on that door, man. Holy. Paulie's still our man at the moment at number 10. But Mgumuzulu is putting pressure on him and Valileru, man. I'm going to ask it here. If Mgumuzulu was to start, what is his preferred position? What is he going to do better in? He's great with ball in hand at 10, and he's great with a bit of space and ball in hand at 15. He kicks well off the tee, kicks well out of hand. His vision, how he sees the game, is just out of this world, it seems like. It always, whenever he makes a decision and guns and backs himself, it really seems to work out for him. So if there was the option, okay, we want to start Mgumuzulu, who do you kick out of the team? Does he start at 10? Do you want him to be the guy who's making all the options, making all the calls, getting his hands on the ball a lot of the time and often? Or do you want him at fullback where he can see what's happening, the ball gets kicked to him, he knows he can either kick it back or let's attack. Let's set up tries from my own 10-meter line. Like, where do you play him? Because he's quality at both. And then looking a little bit further, you got someone like Damian Willemse to come back, and he's been great at fullback. You have him there, and then Gumuzulu at 10. So it's something to think about. What do you guys think? Where would you start Gumuzulu if he were to start? Would you start him at 10 or would you start him at 15? 12 and 13, so Damien Dallin and Jesse Creel, man, no doubts there, no question marks, no what if, buts or ands. Yes, Lukanya Arm played really well versus Portugal, but Damien Dallin and Jesse Creel, they pick themselves there. Kurtley Orense, Cheslin Colby, and Willie Leroux. See, this is where you could start Sasha at 15, but I think they'll just still ease him into it. He covers on the bench, covers a lot of spots, so it's great to have him there on the bench. But in saying that, Willie's he's still quality. I don't care what anyone says from the back, seizing up or sizing up opportunities, where to go, when to go, which way to go. On defense, really good communicator, so telling the guys on either side of the ruck where to be, pushing up, staying back. I just think the way he still reads the game, his try assists, fantastic. That experience in knowing when to pop up where, knowing where to put players in holes, whether it's a little chip kick over the top, a skip pass, a little short ball. He's really good in that regard. So Willie Leroux still gets the 15 spot for me. He's just the magician at the back there, man. And then the wingers, how the Springboks attack shape is playing, how they're looking to play it to create space for these guys out wide. Man, and you got finishers like this that are so fast, nippy, quick, and score from anywhere on the field. You'll be picking these guys, man. A little bit of space and they're gone. So then it goes over to the bomb squad. I've gone for the 6-2 split. Can see the whole forward pack coming on at the 50th minute mark, 55-minute mark, just to be like, oh, shit. If you can do it, do it. Why not? BJ Dixon plays his way into the squad for me. Oh, man, he was outstanding versus Portugal. He was outstanding versus Wales as well. Just that he can cover as well, lock, and in the back, all 3, 6, 7, and 8. So he's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. He can cover all of that. Just his work rate. The point of difference he brings with, he's making a ton of tackles. He's hitting a lot of rucks. His support play is fantastic. So really, really good there. And he gets the spot for me. Reinach, and so Reinach can cover 9 and wing for me, and then Sasha covers the rest of the back line, and that's why I've gone with those two. So it can be swapped. Reinach could be starting, and then Williams on the bench, and Williams covers the same 9 and on the wing. And that's my team for Springboks versus Wallabies first game in Brisbane. Let me know what you guys think. Who would you change? Who wouldn't you? Who comes in? Who doesn't? You know the story. Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Lekker.